Hi Jatin, good afternoon.
Hi, hi, sir. Very good afternoon.
How are you, Jatin?
I am fine, sir. I am fine. How about you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you, Jatin.
Thank you, sir.
Jatin, uh, looks like you are which part of India?
So I am from Delhi.
Delhi. In exactly Delhi where you staying?
Sir, in New Delhi, Janakpuri.
Janakpuri.
Yes, sir.
What do you like, in Delhi and your area mostly?
Uh, Sir, about Delhi is like it is known for its different cuisines. So that thing I like the most, and people here in my area are very helpful and joyful. They are very interactive and helpful. So there are little these things that I like about Delhi and the people in my area.
Okay, nice. Nice to hear. Good. Jatin, you know the where you apply the job, correct? It is a
Yes, sir.
Bangalore location. But
Yes,
right
sir.
now you are in best out of Delhi.
Yes, sir.
Manage in case you are we are going to release you offer, so we are looking someone can be work from office,
Yes, sir.
so how will be manage?
So I can manage. I have some contacts in Bangalore, so I can shift and I can relocate near to the office location. So it won't be very much difficult for me for shifting from Delhi to Bangalore. So I can
Mm-hmm.
manage that thing.
Okay, nice, excellent. And you received the job description?
Yes, sir. I have received the job description.
Okay, what do you like in that job profile?
So in the job profile, I looked that you are looking for a guy who is well versed with the tools like SQL, Excel, and a data visualization tool like Tableau or Python, Tableau or sorry, Power BI. And you are looking for a guy who has some basic knowledge of Python and knowledge of data analytics, business analytics, data governance, data quality. So I I am well versed in all these tools and concepts, so I like these things about the job description and thought of applying for this role.
Okay. uh Looks like you have only a few month experience, you are less than to 1 year experience, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why you left that, joined a company, is looks like you were mentioning the startup, but why you left that company?
So actually, there are two reasons. First is that there were not so many projects for a fresher's skill to be exercised with.
Yeah.
Because as a fresher, I have a age of learning and learning new things every day
Yes.
and
Yes.
making those learnings part of my life and proceed
Yeah.
in future for my
Mm-hmm.
career.
Very good.
So one
Excellent.
reason was that, and another reason I left that because I needed to focus on advanced concepts and deep knowledge in the field of data science and data analytics, like going for machine learning, artificial intelligence, and more advanced data analytics concepts like data governance is a new concept in a market which is very primarily focused on nowadays. So for these reasons, I left my previous job to excel more in my career, learning new
Oh,
things, new
okay.
concepts. Yes, sir.
Nice. So you mentioned that, you are dealing every day to the client, managing the data, extracting data
Yes, sir.
from multiple sources.
Yes, sir.
May I know what are the different sources of data you are, extracting and managing?
So the different data sources were some were cloud based, some were text based like PDFs and JSON files from the client
Mhm.
for working on and answering their business requirements. So
Okay.
there were many different sources.
Okay. We'll move to the SQL concept.
Yes, sir.
Tell me in SQL, what is SQL operator and what are the different operators in SQL?
Uh, Wait a minute, sir. Let me recall it.
like union and all this. You might be know what is that?
Yes, sir. Union all,
Okay,
and there are one and more.
how it is difference from SQL join and a set operator?
Sir, basically, SQL join and set operator have one, major difference is that union joins data vertically, but
Yeah.
SQL join combines data horizontally. Like if there are two tables, they will be combined one below another, and in SQL join, there will be sideways.
Okay, what is SQL ranking functions and what are the different rank function used?
SQL ranking functions are the functions by which we can rank the value defined by some partitions. For example, if we have a database, student database, let us take an example of student database. There is student ID, student names, class, and marks. So if I want to know from which class, what are the marks of different students and what are their ranks. So based on the partition of class, I can rank the marks of the students. So who is first from class A, second from class A, who is first from class B. And different types of ranking functions are row number, rank, dense rank, and n-type.
Okay, nice. What is SQL functions and what are the different function you used?
So there are two types of SQL functions. First is aggregate functions and second is scalar functions. Aggregate functions are those functions which return a single value for all the rows of a table. For example, if we do a sum, or count, or average, or sorry, maximum value, minimum value. And in scalar function, it returns a value, each value for each row. And different scalar functions are trim, uppercase, lowercase, round, etc.
Okay, nice. Can you tell me uh, if you, in case there is a duplicate data in table, I want to delete the duplicate data table. What is the SQL syntax? Do you have pen paper with you? You can
Yes, I
write
have a pen
note
paper.
or you can tell me how to
Yes, sir.
delete
Sure.
duplicate records from table and syntax
Okay,
for
sir.
that.
Let me write and I will share it
You
with you.
can tell over the here also fine.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you can tell the concept also fine. No issue.
Okay, sir. Uh, we delete first. We'll find the duplicate data. In
Mhm.
this, we use two concepts. One is CTE, common table expressions, and second is the row number concept of ranking functions, as I mentioned previously. So, with the help of these two functions, we can make a syntax that will give us the number of duplicate rows. And when by using delete clause, we can specify which rows are the count of which rows are more than one will be deleted. So it is a process of deleting the duplicate rows.
Okay. What is SQL subquery and how it is different? Difference from SQL joins or how it will be overcome SQL joins.
Uh, SQL subquery, I know a little bit, but I cannot recall the definition of it. So
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. No issue. No issue. Let's assume that there is a pre-existing query in SQL.
Yes,
You
sir.
working fine, but in same query I need to create table. How to create?
Mhm. Into an existing query, we want to create
Yes.
a
Yes.
new table.
Correct.
Mhm. Sir, let me
Yeah.
clear,
Yeah.
sir.
Take your time. Yeah. No issue.
Sure, sir. Mhm.
Okay. That's fine. We can go to the next question. Okay.
Okay, sir.
What is the difference between a having clause and where clause?
So where clause is used to filter individual rows that we define,
Hmm.
but having clause is used to filter aggregates. Like I mentioned, aggregates, sum, count, and average. If you want to, filter and aggregate a sum of grouped number or average, so there we use having. And second point is that where clause comes before group by, and having comes after group by. So these two are the basic differences between where and having clause.
Okay. Nice. I think you also mentioned that you are, good at any Python code, correct?
Yes, sir.
What are the different Python library till now used?
Sir, three libraries I have majorly used. One is Pandas, and second one is NumPy, and third is Matplotlib.
What is tuple?
Uh, Couple, mm, I can't recall right now.
Okay, okay. No issue. Which library you used for data visualization?
So Matplotlib. It is primarily based on visualizing data in Python. It has
Okay.
different types of
Any idea about to lambda function?
uh, no, sir.
Okay, okay,
So I use Python, but not at that level, just basic Python,
okay. Tell
because
me,
I was
yeah, yeah, no issue, no
yeah,
issue. You mentioned
okay.
that data modeling experience you have. What do you mean by data modeling?
Uh, the data modeling is like defining relationships between different tables,
Mm-hmm.
and there are three major relationships that a table has with another table. First is one to one. For each value, there is only one value in another table. One to many. For one value, there are many values in the other table, and many to many.
Okay, nice. What is the difference between normalization and denormalization?
Uh, the normalization actually is the process of organizing your data into a table that adhere to certain rules. Basically, it aims to make a process of selecting, inserting, and updating of data more efficient. Whereas denormalization is the exact opposite of normalization. Means we unorganize all the uh,
Mm-hmm. Okay. In Excel, also you mentioned that.
yes, sir.
w- What is VLOOKUP and why you are using VLOOKUP? What is the formula of VLOOKUP?
So VLOOKUP is a function in Excel that returns a corresponding value from a defined column number uh, for a value that we want to find. For example, if like again take a example of student database. If there is student ID, name, and class and marks of a student, if we want if I want to know the marks of let's take my example Jatin. So I will define a value Jatin. So VLOOKUP will look for the value Jatin, and it will go on a search in the column that I defined. Like if I want to know marks, I will give it four number, and I will give it a exact match. So it will return me the number of Jatin. So how much I have scored in the class, it will return me that value. Syntax of VLOOKUP goes as equals to VLOOKUP uh, value we need to find, and the table and array in which to look, and then the column number, uh, and then the mm, uh, range. Like if you want an exact match or an approximate match.
Okay, nice. What is, if you're telling like a slicer, okay? What do you understand slicer and where you are applying?
Slicer is just like, sir, a where clause in SQL. Like in where clause, we used to filter the rows. In Excel, we use slicer to filter the rows in visuals. If I have a bar chart and I want to, filter it only seeing the records that I want to see, so we can use a slicer to filter on visuals in Excel. That is the use of slicer.
Okay, nice. Also, going to Tableau question, you mentioned that you are a good on Tableau. What is the difference between Tableau dimensional measure?
Mm, different tableau. Sorry, sir, I cannot recall right now.
Okay, no problem, no problem. What are the different data type in Tableau?
So there are data types like Boolean, which returns true or false, date in which we store date values, date and time if we have date and time values as well, geographical values, text and string, numbers, numbers decimal and numbers whole.
Okay, nice. What is in Tableau? There is a different type of product available. What are the different product in Tableau?
Uh, Different types of products. So you mean
Yeah,
Tableau desktop, Tableau
yeah,
server?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there are Tableau desktop, Tableau server, Tableau reader, and Tableau public.
What is the difference between Tableau desktop and Tableau server?
So Tableau desktop is based on local server, but Tableau server is of enterprise level. So if it is given to a team, all the team members can have access to one Tableau.
Okay. So, moving to the next question, why we need to hire you? Tell me.
So if
Mm-hmm.
you hire me, it will be a great platform to showcase my skills. As I mentioned, that I have learned new things and did a growth in my confidence, personality, and my concepts and knowledge of data analytics. So my skills do perfectly align well with the requirements of this role, as I have seen in your JD. So I have a strong foundation in analysis and tools such as uh, the job requires, such as SQL, Excel, and visualization tool. These are the reasons.
Okay. What is your strength?
So my strength is that I am a honest and I am a quick learner and I am a great team player.
Okay, good. Yeah, Jatin, I'm good. I think I'm done. Do you have any question for me?
Yes, sir, I have one question. Like, if you hire me and I join your organization, what type of environment would I get to work in? Like,
Yeah, sure. Jatin, this is the very first round. The next round, the client and our manager or team member will be there. They will more clarify you in case your profile is shortlisted. All right.
no. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye, sir. Have a nice